Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is cache aside, also known as lazy loading, where your application takes responsibility for retrieving data and populating the cache. This approach is super flexible and widely used, so let's break down how it works. Uh, as always, we answer the what question. What is cache aside or lazy caching? Or lazy loading, sorry. And the cache aside pattern, the application is in control of if and when data goes into the cache. Let's try to understand how the flows works. First, the app will check the cache for the needed data. Second, if missing, we have a cache miss, the app fetches the data from the primary data source, like a database. Third, once retrieved, the app stores the data in the cache for future requests. It's called lazy loading because the cache only gets populated on demand when the app actually needs the data. Let's try to understand how it works. We have a diagram that talks about it here. So first, the application will try to check the cache. The app will look for the data in the cache using a key, for example. If the data is available in the cache, it will be returned. As you can see here, it will be returned. But if we have a cache miss, if the data isn't there, the app will query the data from the database, okay? And after that, it will update the cache. When the database sends the data, it will update the cache. After fetching from the data store, the app inserts the data into the cache with an appropriate time to live. And after that, we return the data. Like the app returns the fresh data to the caller or to the user or to the client or to whatever it will be. The next time the data is requested, the cache is ready to serve it immediately, assuming it hasn't expired yet. Okay, what are the benefits from this strategy? The benefits from this strategy, first, it's quite simple. Like the logic is straightforward, like check the cache. If miss, we go to the database and then populate the cache. Number two, we have on-demand caching. Like the data is only cached when it's needed, so you're not sharing unnecessary info. Number three, we have low overhead. Like you're not consistently writing to the cache like in write-through approach, for example, which can reduce system load. But what are the potential drawbacks that we might face with this strategy? The drawbacks will be, let's make the be quite bigger. Okay, the drawbacks, it will be first, we have stale data. Like if the data is the data in the database changes, you need a mechanism to invalidate or refresh the cache. Number two, cache miss penalty, because the first read after the data expires or invalidates will be quite slower as it has to fetch from the database. Number three, inconsistent, because there can be brief periods where the cache might have older data if you're not aggressively updating it or invalidating it. Okay, what are the use cases for this strategy? The use cases for this strategy to be under three things. First, frequently read and infrequently updated data, like user profile, product catalogs, or reference tables. Number two, in microservices, like where each service can manage its own caching logic and keep things decoupled. Number three, high read, low write workloads, like minimize the overhead of continuously updating a cache. Anywhere you want to increase read performance but not add excessive complexity or overhead on writes, cache aside can be solid choice for that. Okay, what are the best practices for the cache aside strategy practice? Number one, define a time to live and eviction policies. Like choose a time to live that balances freshness with read performance. Number two, invalidate or refresh. Like if your data changes, implement a strategy like event-based invalidation to remove or update stale cache entries. Number three, monitor the performance. Track cache hit and miss ratio to ensure you are repairing or reaping the performance gains. Number four, handle cache failures gracefully. Like if the cache is down, your app should gracefully fall back to the data store. Um, update it at slower speed. Okay, I guess we need to wrap everything up now. Um, that's it for Cache Aside, a straightforward on-demand caching strategy where your application controls everything, but by only caching data when needed. You can keep your system fast and flexible without overcomplicating write operations. That's it for this video, and see you in future videos.